This is year 2024. Kí Tinubu jẹ́ kí ni kó gbọ́, kí Akpabio kó gbọ́, the two house of assembly kó gbọ́, kí Gbajabiamila kó gbọ́, kí Dangote kó gbọ́. Orí sẹ̀lẹ́nì, ó ní ààyè lóòótọ́, Jésù wà lókùrú.
Welcome once again to this channel. As you all know, it's a practice in Nigeria, in Africa in general, and maybe where you're from, maybe in your continent. It's a practice particularly in Nigeria, where clerics, religious clerics, will dole out prophecies, vision of what they saw in the spirit realm. One of the prophets that has been doing this for a while is a man called Prophet Marcus Tibetan. He's a controversial prophet. He speaks what he wants to say. Regardless, he does all of this. Now, Prophet Marcus Tibetan gave out some of these prophecies, and I'm going to tell you a few of it, and we will be listening and watching what he has to say. He said, wives of governors, state governors, will RIP this year. He said this year is a year of judgment, a year of judgment. At the beginning of the video, you heard him warning Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, warning Gbajabiamila. He is the right-hand man of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president right now. He also warned the Senate President Akpabio, and he warned the second richest man in Africa. He's now the second richest. But the richest, according to what is on paper in Nigeria, Dangote. He warned Dangote. I want you to pay attention from the beginning till the end. You will be listening to the prophecy of Marcus Tibetan concerning 2024. Like I told you, he said a lot of people will RIP. Politicians will RIP. A lot of people will RIP. Their wives will RIP. He said death will visit like never before. And kings are not spared in this one. He said that the family of Akeredolu, the late governor of Ondo State, will also be visited, and that their cup is full. He said a lot of things that are kind of scary. I mean, a lot of people are beginning to panic. He said, Arise Television cup is full, and that this year 2024 they will be visited. Well, you know how these things are. He said those that worked with the previous administration, that of Buhari, will face a lot of trouble, litigation, legal battles.
Kí Akpabio kó gbọ́, the two house of assembly kó gbọ́, kí Gbajabiamila kó gbọ́, kí Dangote kó gbọ́. Orí sẹ̀lẹ́nì, ó ní ààyè lóòótọ́, Jésù wà lókùrú. Ẹ bá wa yọ̀, ẹ̀yin babalógo. Wọ́n pick àwọn ará ilé ẹ̀ ní July, kan wá kọ́ lé iwájú Òpèpè àti Ọjọ́ l'Ondo State. Gbogbo gómìnà tó jalè l'Ondo State, ìdílé Akérédolú ló máa jìyà ẹ̀. Òun àtàyè àtàwọn ọmọ ló máa jìyà ẹlọ́kọ́lẹ̀ tó Olúwa ti ló máa wọ mọ́ṣúárì lọ́dún yìí tẹ́lẹ̀. Even Akérèdọ́lù, how many kings will live for 2024? For 2024, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kó wọ Nàìjíríà jẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ pé kò sí nǹkan tí mẹ̀kúnnù fẹ́ ṣe. Ní 2024, wọ́n máa yan ọ́dítọ̀ burúkú ti àwọn Dangote. Wọ́n máa yan ọ́dún kan tí wọ́n máa gọ́ọ̀nà. Wọ́n máa yan ti Desiani Madueke. Wọ́n máa yan ti ìdílé Buhari. Aláti ọ̀run ni ọ. Hallelujah. 2024 ọdún táwọn èèyàn kà. Ọdún jẹ́wẹ́sẹ̀. Ọdún come and talk your own. Hallelujah. The topic for the year tó ìkọ́tọ́ ló wá fi hàn. 2024 ọdún kìíní ọdún jọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ come and confess. Wọ́n sọ bó ṣe ṣe Dangote sọ fún wa pé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ mi ò tí ì mọ̀ bóyá ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó ní ìyàwó gómìnà méjì máa kú ní December. Ó ní gómìnà kan máa kú ní December. Ó ní márùn-ún dẹ̀ máa kú ní September tó ń bọ̀. So automatically ẹjẹ́ ká fọkàn balẹ̀ àti gbọ́ àwọn tó dìbò rí pé ẹ dìbò kẹjẹun ẹgbà 2000 kẹlọ síbẹ̀. Eléyìí tó kù lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba náà fojú síbẹ̀. Then ẹgbà ẹ̀yin mẹ́rin láì ẹgbà àpò ráìsì kẹlọ pín tó bá dọ̀dún mẹ́rin lẹ́nu kẹtù yọjú sí wa. Ọdún ta fẹ́ gbọ́ rìsọ́ọ̀tì rí bí kíní wọ̀nyí rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí ò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ 2024 àmà gbọ́ rìsọ́ọ̀tì. Tẹ bá ní wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí Amusu, tẹ ní wọn bí Lọ́sìn, tẹ ní wọn bí Ọbásanjọ́, tẹ ní wọn bí Àtíkù, tẹ ní wọn bí ọba bí Sàrùmí, tẹ ní wọn bí àwọn Dangote. Ẹ máa gbọ́ rìsọ́ọ̀tì wọn tẹ bẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ ní wọn bí Gàmbàrí, tẹ bá dẹ̀ tún ní wọn bí Búrútáì, tẹ mọ́ dẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn tó bá gbogbo àwọn tó bá Buhari ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n máa kọ́wọ́ lé káńtà ní yíyí àtàfẹ́ mú yìí kì í ṣe pé wọ́n fẹ́ kọ́ mú lé káńtà wọ́n máa kọ́wọ́ lé káńtà hallelujah. Ẹ ní nǹkan tẹ́tẹ́ wọ́n fà wá Ọlọ́run ló lè fún ọ ní nǹkan kí Nàìjíríà dìde ẹjí gbogbo ọkọ̀ tó sùn lọ Nàìjíríà ẹ lọ fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Gbogbo ọ̀tá ń bá káàkiri jíjẹ mímu yìí náà ni Adébóyè tó ń parọ́ jíjẹ mímu ni Oyèdèpọ̀ tó ń sọ tó lọ mímú èkó tó ń jíjẹ mímu ni Marcus tó ti ẹ̀ ń pariwo káàkiri pàápàá kẹ̀mí jíjẹ mímu náà ni hallelujah. Ṣùgbọ́n tèmi yàtọ̀ sí tiwọn o ọmọ àgbẹ̀ ni mí o ọmọ caterpillar mechanic àfi bẹ́ẹ̀ lówó lé wa àfi mi ò fi tipátipá wówó o mi ò fi tipátipá wówó bí tàwọn Adébóyè tàwọn Oyèdèpọ̀ agbárípọ̀jù mathematician Adeboye ó mọ palm 3 and 4 òun àti bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú ìyá kan ló bí wọn lọ́rùn ìyá kan ló bá wọn méjèèjì agbáríkọ̀jù bàbá Ìjẹ̀bú wa lé kò sí nílé wọ́n ta púùlù lọ eléyìí jẹ́ orí òjẹ́ Dundee United àti Arsenal àti Birmingham 1947 wọ́n máa gbábí ìwọlé náírà pool kí ló gbẹ̀yìn náírà pool irú ẹ̀ ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2024 bó tètè kówó Nàìjíríà wálẹ̀ ó lè yé o ṣùgbọ́n tó bá ló fẹ́ lọ kó pamọ́ ó máa larí mọ́lẹ̀ ó máa sọ òní jí ìyá ti jẹ mẹ̀kúnnù Nàìjíríà kọjá bọ́dà ìyá ti jẹ wọ́n dé ẹnu òbí wa ó ti yí wá nígbà pé àní kúrúnà ìyá pọ̀jù Nàìjíríà ń jìyà ní 2024 ikú àjẹṣẹ́kù nínú GRA nínú government quarters nínú estate nínú gbòbí tó ń kówó pamọ́ sí.
Welcome back. According to Prophet Marcus Tibetan, this year 2024 is a year of reckoning, is a year of judgment, and all the people he mentioned, he said all of this will happen to them. Well, we will be keeping our fingers crossed and we'll be watching out for 2024. There are certain things that the prophet said in the past and he said something else again, but I do not want to dwell on those. I want us to just keep our fingers crossed. There are those who say many of these seers, prophets, do see nothing. They don't see nothing, that they do not see nothing. And some say they do see, and that maybe, who knows, maybe whatever it is that he said will come to pass. Now, about the economic crisis and the frustration of Nigerians, he is correct about that one. And you don't even require a prophet to see that. You can feel it, you can see it. But about the judgment, we want the judgment to be swift. And I'm sure that there are certain people that you want their names to be attached to this one. Well, he has warned Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Gbajabiamila, Akpabio, and Dangote. And somehow he imputed popular RCCG pastor, the CEO of the church, according to him. He said the man runs his church like a business center. He's talking about Pastor E.A. Adeboye. Pastor Tibetan has never liked any of these Pentecostal pastors anyway. He has never liked them. And, he said he's a prophet and a prophet is superior, although everyone has his own calling and branch and what they are to do in this world. But I have also talked and analyzed some of what we've heard, statements from people who have dealt with prophet, sorry, let us call him who he is, Prophet Tibetan, Marcus Tibetan, self-acclaimed Prophet Tibetan, Prophet Tibetan. There are people who said he's also fraudulent. They say he defrauded them, he took this from them, he took this off them, he did that, and it's just that. That's just what it is. So, him pointing fingers at some of the top Pentecostal pastors saying that they are this and that, somehow it's more about jealousy to some people. They say, oh, this prophet is just jealous, he's just loud. What's the difference between you and those people? Is because you cannot expand like the other people. Now, he has a response to that. There was a time he was asked about this. He said if he goes to Australia, he would just build a church, not really like build it with his money, that is going to sanctify a place for them to worship, and it is not going to be Tibetan's branch. That is what he said. Now he's trying to tell those that are listening that he's not into expanding churches and having branches that will now bring money to you and you become richer. That is what he is saying. But human beings can always talk. They say it's cheap. You might know the right thing to do, but you refuse or you choose not to do it. So I'm not going to look at the lifestyle of Tibetan and what he's saying. If what he's saying is applicable to you, you move on and be a better person. He might not, follow whatever it is, the steps, or follow whatever doctrines or whatever it is that he is saying, and that is there for him. I don't know what you think about what he just said about the socio-political life in Nigeria and what is going to happen to some of these people. He said a lot of things is going to happen to them. He mentioned the Obakiolo and some other kings. He said they are going to go. There was a time he said some pastors are also going to go. A lot of people, he said this year is going to be a brutal one. This year, a lot is going to happen. And this is not the totality. This is not everything. He has a book where he forecast and predict. It's called prediction. That's what it is called. Predicting. Yeah, that is what it's called. He has prediction 2020, 2021, 2023. He has been writing some of this for a long time, and he asked for 2024. Out of this 2024 is what you heard him. He is compiling and they will come out with the full prediction book. He will come out with the full prediction book. And now people are beginning to compare and contrast and beginning to look into, check here and there to see which of his prophecies came to pass 2023 and which one did people who got the prophecy, what did they do? People believe once a prophecy goes out, that's it. Well, if you heard the prophecy or you were told that you should avoid going out in the night because that person will be murdered or something will happen to the person or this and that. If you don't, all through the 2023, it will not happen to you. It means you took precaution. So prophecy or vision or prediction is to warn you. And at times, you have nothing to do to set yourself free from whatever it is that they said they saw, something like that. So let us keep our fingers crossed. Let's see if all that the prophet said and those that he talked about, he mentioned, let's see what is going to become of them. And, like I said, there are people who are skeptical about the prophet's prophecy or prophecies in the past and how he speaks and all of that. They said tomorrow now is going to change and turn and twist and say, Dangote is the man after God's heart. That God, like maybe then people will begin to tell us, investigators will begin to tell us that Dangote gave him, and immediately gave him, the prophecy just changed. It's possible. It's possible your action, your action or inaction could change the course of event. That's the point. So we don't know at these predictions, at these lies, whatever it is. We'll be finding out. We'll be keeping tab with whatever it is that the prophet said. What are your thoughts as regards what you said? Drop your comment, like and share. See you in the next update.